Hey guys, welcome to another Goodwill bins shop along and haul. Here I'm going through the bins, looking for different things. It was a hodgepodge of stuff today, which of course many times it is. I was looking at these Lennox candles. I love the boxes and the graphic design on them. So I put them in my cart, but I ended up not getting them because they were really just a hodgepodge of different types of candles. And not necessarily the original Lennox, and they were pretty heavy, so it would have cost me more money than I wanted to deal with. I have sold some candles in the past, but I tend to like when there's specific types of candles. And those weren't it. I was looking at this little plate, and there's a name on the back, but I couldn't tell if it was, like a hobbyist piece or not. But here, I was excited to see this. It's not a jewelry case, it's a travel alarm clock. These are actually becoming very popular again now. So I picked that up. Excited to find that. I haven't seen very many of those. And the other thing that I sell a lot of are the vintage kitchen timers. Apparently they're extremely hard to find anymore. I did pick up this scarf also. It's made in Italy. So grabbed it again. Nice little item. And then I was looking for the lid for that enameled box, but did not find it. And you'll see me pick it up here again in a minute. And that here I was just trying to figure out what these were. They're ceramic beads, or glass beads actually, and they were just odd shapes. So that's why I was kind of pondering on those. But I pick it up again. I'm trying to find the lid. I keep looking, never find it. So I end up putting it back. But I found this interesting little piece. It's got Bulgaria printed on the front of it. It's wooden and painted. And I'm shaking it to see what's in there. Now I'm trying to figure out how to open it. So that's why you're switching over to the books now. I did figure out how to open it, and it has a little vial of perfume in that bottle. I thought I'd give you a little view of the book bins. Today they were pretty empty compared to usual. Usually they're packed up to the brim, and the book people hadn't even been to these today. A lot of modern children's books and magazines, stuff that you don't normally see too much of in the bins, but I don't know if they didn't change them out or what. Oh, and I found a pair of socks. They were fun socks, so I took them. Those are for me personally. Anyway, so yeah, so I was just looking through here, didn't find anything that really got me excited, so I moved on. Then, this is a whole lot of vintage toy China tea sets, made in Japan, and I was really, kind of sad. There's a whole pile of it. A lot of it's broken, because people just sort through it and it got dumped or whatever. So as I was looking through it, looking at the individual pieces, I did find one like this plate. It says made in occupied Japan, with a stamp on it on the back. So then I'm like, if I can find the cup that goes with it, I'll take it. So I'm searching around for the cup, and yes, indeed, I eventually find it. And yep, there it is. Same stamp on the bottom. That's it. So I take that little teacup. Then I go back and pick up this one. This also says made in occupied Japan. And then I see here in the video that the sugar bowl is right there too, and I missed that. Oh well. That's what happens. Good morning, everyone. It's Clayrammage. Welcome to my channel. And a warm welcome. And this is a Tuesday when you guys are seeing this. I'm actually filming on Monday. And I just wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers, and any of you who came over from Nicole's channel after her latest video on doing my little shop tour. So thank you for coming over. And if you guys bought anything, because I sold a lot of stuff over the weekend that was shown in her video, so I'm assuming some of you guys bought it, even though there were no notes. So thank you for that as well. Hope you enjoy our content. We have another Goodwill bins haul today. I go on Mondays, and find some fun stuff. Found some great stuff today. Some good stuff for resale, plus something I've been looking for a while and couldn't find at the bins. Practical, useful thing for the bins when I go. So that was good. So let's just get into this fun little haul. All right, we'll do the unusual first. It's a real moth, and he's in this box stored with some seeds, you know, as opposed to some other type of soft item to keep it well preserved. And then there's another box with a dragonfly and 2 other butterflies. This one is not in too good a shape, but this kind of stuff actually is very popular right now. The butterflies and moth type decorative items. Now these are in a Hallmark box, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick these up and I'll put these down to the Pink Elephant, because I wouldn't want to have to ship these, because they'd probably end up in pieces by the time they would get wherever they go. So I'll take these down to the Pink Elephant and sell them down there. So it's kind of, number one, I was really surprised. Number two, I was excited to find them. And number three, they weren't all destroyed, which is a good thing when you find things at the bins. Speaking of not getting destroyed, Mr. Hand-Blown Glass Octopus here was not destroyed either. He's got all of his tentacles, no chips, no cracks. He is not an expensive one or high quality one. They didn't ground down the pontil, and he doesn't sit flat. Higher quality ones, they'll grind it down. You'll see him sit flat. So I'll probably, but I like the coloring of him. There's different colors that they make these in. I like the coloring in this one. So I'll put him down at the Pink Elephant probably for about $15. We sell a lot of, or at least I do. I've sold a good number of paperweights, glass paperweights down there. Okay, here's the adorable factor. Look at this picture. It's a little cat picture. This is Puss in Boots brand, and he's about a $15 to $20 picture. He's in excellent condition, no chips or cracks, just a little bit of crazing, more on the bottom than anywhere. So he's got a little dirt in the bottom, but that'll clean out. So yeah, so I was quite surprised to find him, but very happy. He's just cute. He makes you happy looking at him. I pick up these Schleich figures whenever I find them at the bins. This is the polar bear one. He's a $8 to $10 little bear on eBay. Because I like picking them up because, number one, they're easy to ship. 2, they're inexpensive. And I sell them both on eBay and at the Pink Elephant. So I have multiple ways of selling them. He needs a good cleanup though. And then you probably noticed in my haul video, I show that one area with a bunch of little child's tea sets. Well, I did pick up a couple of them. Oops, I got him backwards. This little teacup. It's made in occupied Japan. Day China. No. Daisy. D-A. No, maybe it's baby. Oh yes, it's baby China. Occupied Japan. And I just thought this teacup and saucer were awesome. And I also picked up this little pitcher, also occupied Japan. What I'll probably do is the little one here, I will put down at the Pink Elephant. But I have a whole bin of occupied Japan pieces like this that I'm going to put a lot together and list them on eBay. Speaking of small items, this is a Starbucks coffee mug from 1999. This is from their ornament collection, it says. And this is like a $10 mug for this little thing. Brand new, they sell for like $20 if they're still in the box. Again, Starbucks stuff can be collectible. Then there were an assortment of pieces of, well, there were these boxes in this one bin, decorative boxes. And I picked one up, opened it up, and it was full of jewelry. So I picked up the other 3 and put them in my cart. And then later on I went through them and dumped all the jewelry into this fabulous old shoebox. It says 1965 Christmas cards. So you know it's an old box. It says Town and Country Shoes. And it tells you all about why they're the best fashion shoe value. I just thought that was awesome. So anyway, so then I after I got back here to the shop, I started sorting through some of the jewelry. Here's a beautiful pair of sterling earrings, little triangular shape with the diamond. I'm not saying that's a diamond, but with the stone. And then in all of this jewelry was a lot of Delta Airline and Northwest Airline items, like this bracelet that says Delta. And of course, Delta is based out of Minneapolis here, so they're a local thing. We have a lot of people coming to Pink Elephant looking for airline related stuff. So that's why I grabbed these. This is a WestJet pin. Then there's, these are actually name tags. Delta Airlines, Susan. And this one is World Club representative for Northwest Airlines, which of course was before Delta. Delta took over Northwest. And there's another one, all with the name Sue on it, which I thought was cute. But then there was also this one, Washington, D.C., April 1991, Northwest Airlines. The Delta inaugural flight from Seattle to Osaka, Japan. And this, I assume, is this is KLM Delta Sky Team. This is the Seattle to London, June 2008. So, just some fun little, oh, and then there's one more. Service from the Heart, Delta. So these are great little pens. Again, they're not high dollar, but I'm not paying much for them at the bins, so. But I found these, and I think these are awesome. They're not marked as far as a maker's mark, or if they're sterling silver, but I do believe they're sterling silver and abalone. I'll have to test them to make sure. But they're beautiful little dragonfly earrings. Thought those were awesome. And then got gold. A whole jar of little gold flakes. That was pretty fun. And then there's this Madonna and Child charm. There's this dice charm. It's marked sterling, 925. It's got another mark that I can't read on it. I think it's the maker's mark, but it says 925 on it. And I was not expecting to find sterling in this lot, so that was exciting. There was this little pharaoh charm, which I thought was fun. Probably, you know, if it's from the same person, because they were all together, I assume it's probably, she picked it up when she was there. Shamrock pen. That's right in time, being St. Patrick's Day is this week. And there's this beautiful little charm or pendant. It's not marked. It's a little, I think, too heavy for sterling, but I'll test that one out too. And then I found a Wonder Woman button pin. Again, this is a newer item. Oops. But that was fun. Then the last piece of jewelry I found was this Victoria's Secret box. And it's actually a Victoria's Secret bracelet. So again, I don't think this is an expensive item. I could probably put it listed for like 10 bucks. This was exciting find. Found this little box. One of the things it sells really quickly and is quite popular right now are these travel alarm clocks. This one is in excellent condition. The case is like perfect. The interior is also, look at, just as clean and beautiful as can be. This is a Feine Wagner. It's a German clock. I didn't test it to see if it works. Yep, ticks just fine. So this is a $15 to $20 item, which is exciting. Then I found a scarf. This is a Gentex scarf. Again, I picked these up because at the bins, I'm not paying anything for these. They don't change the weight on the scale at all. So I pick them up. This one's in great condition. It's made in Italy, and I'll, probably list it for like 8 to 10 bucks. All right, this one was surprising to me when I looked it up. This is Rammage by Ray Dunn. It's a set of 6 markers. They're cheese markers. So when you're serving different kinds of cheese, you can stick the signs in there. But when I look, there's none of these listed on eBay. And this particular Rammage series is rarer for Ray Dunn. This is still in the original box. So I could probably list them. I don't know. Sometimes they don't, the categories are either pre-owned or used. Or new open box. To me, these are new open box. But anyway, there's none, so I don't know what the value is, but the other items in this series, like the plates can go for $80 for the cheese plate. That's crazy. So I don't know what to do with that one. Well, we'll list it on eBay and see what we get. I'll probably list it high, probably like $40, just because there's none other listed. I can always come down in price. I can't go up, but I can come down. So then I found this. It's a little copper ring, and I don't know if it's for, like, probably for, you know, put it on your stove and you could pour in pancake batter or something like that for making, or an egg for making little unusual shapes. I thought it was kind of fun. In copper. Found this Angora hat. Wonderfully soft. I don't know, Cindy might want that, so I'll have to take that home and see if she wants it. It's 100% Angora wool. We like it. All right, so let me show you something. If you'll notice in my, when I'm digging in the bins, I'm wearing these gloves, and I found these at the bins. I bought them last year at the bins, but they've seen better days. They're getting big holes in them. So when I put my fingers in them, you know, my fingers are sticking out, the rubber's coming off, they're just in terrible shape. So I've been looking for a replacement for those. I found them today finally. And these are, I believe, golf gloves. They were found with a pair of golf shoes in a bag. They're Ostads, I haven't looked them up. But these are leather. And again, I probably paid $25 for these because they're very, very light. That's the way I like to find stuff. So that's my new sourcing gloves. Oh, and so then, I'll just, full disclosure here, I get to the shop here and I start unloading stuff, and oh, I got a little string. Well, look, my shirt is, the whole sleeve is coming undone. Yeah, well. Another one bites the dust. This watch was also in that lot of jewelry cases. It's a Croton, made in Japan. It's actually, it's a good quality watch. I didn't look up the particular value of this particular model yet, but if it works, it could be, you know, $25, $30. And then, oh, I forgot. Okay, so in this, when I was going down the first row, because there's 2 rows and I go down the first row, there was a guy in front of me, and we just kind of kept going, and at the one bin, he just was digging and digging and digging. So I'm like, okay, he's doing something there. He found something. And they were all in little plastic baggies. Well, they were these little plastic baggies, and it was a lot of jewelry. So there's a whole bunch of jewelry. Well, one of them had this key in there. Because I went back, I passed around him and came back. Because then because when I ran around him, that's when I found these boxes of jewelry. But then I had to go all the way around and come back. After I went through the other ones, came back, and there were still a couple baggies left. And I picked this one up with the key in it, because I thought, oh, I could just throw it in a lot. Well, then I get here to the shop and I take a closer look. It's marked 925, so it's a sterling key. It's got a maker's mark on there. And then the ring itself is also marked 925, V and K. This is a sterling silver key ring with key. So you never know. That's what I always, sometimes you accidentally find this stuff. Oh, let me go over here first before I do the last items. So I found this. This was in the first bin that I went to, and I said, I gotta have that. This is a sewing kit, of course, and it's full of stuff. So mostly buttons and pins. It's all sorted, and some thread. Nothing too exciting, but I do look at these and grab these to look for embroidery hoops, as you guys know. I love embroidery hoops if I can find the vintage ones. made in the USA, wooden. But this has a lot of great pins in it. So there's silk pins and brass bank pins, which are falling out. But a lot of these great pins. So I'll sort through all of this. I paid up for it because it's a whole bin. What's this? Underwood Elliott Fisher Company. Oh, this is a typewriter ribbon box. An old one. It sounds like it's full of pins. Yes, it is full of pins. But look. That's worth some money on its own. 1/2 Underwood, black regular. So it's marked on the back. Fun! I didn't even see that when I was digging through here. See? Treasures await! Alright. I picked up this wooden hanger you saw in the shop along. They have names on it. Now this is just a label slapped on there. But it says handcrafted in Italy. That's why I picked this one up. Thought, well, it could have some value. This was the exciting find. Again, the first bin with that sewing kit, this was in there. And I got excited when I saw this sticker, 75 bucks. It's like, okay, I need to see what's in the box. Because again, it could have been something else. You just never know. But when I opened it up, brand new in the box, this clock. Still got the price sticker on the clock. So this is really, it's a brand new clock. It's never been mounted. Still has the plate on the back for mounting. Oh, no, actually it's been used. It's been hung on the wall. You can see, so, and that's okay. I don't know why you would hang it on the wall and leave that price sticker on there. Anyway, this is one that has both the thermometer, hygrometer, and the moon cycle. And these, at our bins, we pay $1.19 for electronics, which this was considered electronics, so $1.19 is what I paid for it. But these are, I'm estimating I'd get $40 to $50 for this. Pretty exciting. And the nice thing, it's got this great box, so I won't have to find a box to try to ship it in. It already comes in a great box. And the last few items I found, Owner Harmonica book. This is an old one. Let me see if there's a date in here. You know me, I love my dates in books. Don't see one. But that's a graphics from probably the 1950s. Picked up this golden book, Batter Up. Never seen the Batter Up one, so that's why I picked it up. Again, it's in beautiful condition. It's a newer one. It's 1991, but I'll list that down. It's pink elephant. I picked up this Vintage Consumer Reports. It's 1986. Part of the reason I do these is because, well, you guys know I look at a lot of reference things, but look at the vintage electronics from 1986. So it talks about these mini TVs, which of course today command some pretty good value depending upon which one you find. Cooking utensils, stereo systems. So, you know, I pick it up for reference. That's why I picked these up. And then the last thing, I found this, it's a CD in this pack, and I'm like, oh, it's probably nothing. Then I pulled it out, and it says Master Reference 1 MP3 format, and this note that says Advanced CDR for review purposes. So this was one of those that they would send to, I assume, publishers to review. And I was like, you know, look for a date. There's this little brochure that goes in there too. What is it? Woodcat at riseup.net. So it'll be fun to listen to see what it's like, but it's unique graphics on there too. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. It's a fun haul. Catch you next time.